Adolescence, education, approaches and strategies. Which of the following best describes the scaffolding approach in adolescent education? Option: providing physical support structures in classrooms, gradually reducing support as students gain competence, encouraging peer-to-peer tutoring, implementing rigid learning structures. Answer of this question is option B, that is gradually reducing support as students gain competence. Next, the concept of identity versus role confusion in adolescence was proposed by option Jean Piaget, Erik Erikson, Lev Vygotsky, B.F. Skinner. Answer of this question is option B, that is Erikson. Next, which approach to adolescent education emphasizes the importance of real world problem solving and hands on experiences? Option: lecture based learning, rote memorization, experiential learning, standardized testing. Answer of this question is option C, that is experiential learning. Next, the zone of proximal development is a key concept of in which educational approach? Option: behaviorism, cognitivism, constructivism, humanism. Answer of this question is option C, that is social constructivism. Which of the following is not typically considered a characteristic of adolescent cognitive development? Option: abstract thinking, hypothetical reasoning, egocentric thought, concrete operational thinking. Answer of this question is option D, that is concrete operational thinking. The strategy of differentiated instruction in adolescent education primarily aims to option separate students based on ability, provide uniform instruction to all students, tailor teaching approaches to individual learning needs, focus solely on gifted students. Answer of this question is option C, that is tailor teaching approaches to individual learning needs. Next, which of the following is a key principle of flipped classroom approach? Option: lectures are delivered in class, homework is done at home, instructional content is accessed at home, class time is for practice and discussion. All learning activities occur within the classroom. Students teach each other without teacher involvement. Answer of this question is option B, that is instructional content is assessed at home, class time is for practice and discussion. Next, the concept of metacognition in adolescent education refers to option the ability to memorize large amount of information, the awareness and understanding of one's own thought process, the capacity of multitask effectively, the skill of rapid information processing. Answer of this question is option B, that is the awareness and understanding of one's own thought process. Which educational approach emphasizes the importance of positive reinforcement and behavior modification? Option: cognitivism, constructivism, behaviorism, humanism. Answer of this question is option C, that is behaviorism. The project based learning approach in adolescent education is primarily designed to option increase standardized test score, reduce teacher workload, engage student in complex real world challenges, eliminate the need for textbook. Next, answer of this question is option C, that is engage students in complex real world challenges. Next, which of the following is not a typical characteristic of adolescent social development? Option: increased peer influence, desire for autonomy from parents, preference for solidarity activities, formation of romantic relationship. Answer of this question is option C, that is preference for solitary activities. The Socratic method in adolescent education primarily involves option lecture-based instruction, asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking, rote memorization of facts, individual study without peer interaction. Answer of this question is option B, that is asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking. Which of the following best describes the growth mindset approach in adolescent education? Option believing that intelligence is fixed and cannot be changed, focusing solely on academic achievements, believing that abilities can be developed throughout effort and learnings, emphasizing competitions between students. Answer of this question is option C, that is believing that abilities can be developed through effort and learning. The concept of emotional intelligence in adolescent education primarily focus on option academic achievement in traditional subjects, the ability to recognize, understand and manage emotions, physical development and coordination, memorization of historical facts. Answer of this question is option B, that is the ability to recognize, understand and manage emotions. Next, which of the following is a key principle of culturally responsive teaching in adolescent education? Option ignoring cultural differences in the classroom, using students' cultural experiences to enhance learning, focusing solely on mainstream culture, segregating students based on cultural background. Answer of this question is option B, that is using students' cultural experiences to enhance learning. The inquiry based learning approach in adolescence education primarily emphasizes option teacher centered instruction, memorization of facts, student driven questions and investigation, standardized curriculum across all subjects. Answer of this question is option C, that is student driven question and investigation. Which of the following is not typically considered a benefit of cooperative learning strategy in adolescent education? Option enhanced social skills, improved academic performance, increased dependence on teacher instruction, development of leadership skills. Answer of this question is option C, that is increased dependence on teacher instruction. Next, the multiple intelligences theory proposed by Howard Gardner suggests that option intelligence is a single unified capacity. There are at least eight distinct types of intelligence. Intelligence is solely determined by genetics. All students learn in the same way. Answer of this question is option B. That is, there are at least eight distinct types of intelligence. Which of the following best describes the problem-based learning approach in adolescent education? Option: teachers provide all answer to students. Students memorize solution to common peer problems. Learning is centered around complex, open-ended problems, avoiding challenging situations in the classroom. Answer of this question is option C. That is, learning is centered around complex, open-ended problems. Next, the constructivist approach in adolescent education emphasizes option passive absorption of information, active construction of knowledge through experience, teacher directed learning, rote memorization of facts. Answer of this question is option B, that is active construction of knowledge through experience. Which of the following is a key feature of blended learning in adolescent education? Option exclusive use of traditional textbooks, integration of online and face to face learning experience, elimination of classroom interaction, sole reliance on online courses. Answer of this question is option B, that is integration of online and face-to-face learning experiences. Which of the following is not a common challenge faced by adolescents in education? Option: identity formation, peer pressure, increasing physical coordination, academic pressure. Answer of this question is option C, that is increasing physical coordination. The growth and fixed mindset theory was proposed by Garner, Jean Piaget, Carol Dick, Marie Montessori. Answer of this question is option C, that is Carol Dick. In adolescent education, differentiated instruction primarily aims to option teach all students in the same way, cater to individual student needs and learning styles, focus only on high achieving students, ignore student differences. Answer of this question is option B, that is cater to individual student needs and learning styles. Which educational philosophy emphasizes the development of critical thinking and problem solving skills in adolescence? Option: essentialism, progressivism, perennialism, behaviorism. Answer of this question is option B, that is progressivism. Which of the following best describes the formative assessment in adolescent education? I am skipping this one. Yes. The No Child Left Behind Act primarily aimed to option increase federal funding for school, improve educational outcomes through standardized testing, eliminate homework in schools, promote homeschooling. Answer of this question is option B, that is improve educational outcomes through standardized testing. Which of the following is key component of inclusive education for adolescent? Answer of this question is ensuring all students, regardless of background or ability, learn together. In adolescent education, the terms peer mentoring refers to option teachers providing mentorship to students, students mentoring each other, parents mentoring their children, professional mentors from outside the school. Answer of this question is option B, that is students mentoring each other. Which of the following best describes the flipped mastery model in adolescent education? Option: students must master content before moving to the next topic with initial instruction done outside class. Teachers lecture in class and students practiced at home. All students move through content at the same pace. Mastery is determined solely by standardized tests. Answer of this question is option A, that is students must master content before moving to the next topic with initial instruction done outside class. The concept of cognitive load theory in adolescent education suggests that option students learn best when given as much information as possible at once. Learning is enhanced when the amount of information presented aligns with cognitive capacity. Adolescents have unlimited cognitive capacity for learning. Rote memorization is the most effective learning strategy. Answer of this question is option B, that is learning is enhanced when the amount of information presented aligns with cognitive capacity. Which of the following is not typically considered a benefit of project based learning in adolescent education? Option: enhanced problem solving skill, improved collaboration abilities, increased standardization of learning outcomes, greater engagement with real world issues. Answer of this question is option C, that is increased standardization of learning outcomes. The growth mindset approach, as proposed by Carol Dick, constructs with often fixed mindset, cognitive mindset, behavioral mindset, psychomotor mindset. Answer of this question is option A, that is fixed mindset. Which of the following best describes the reciprocal teaching strategy in adolescent education? Option: a teacher centered approach focus on lecture style instruction, a method where students take turn, turns leading dialogue about a text, an approach that eliminates all teachers' involvement, a strategy that focuses solely on individual work. Answer of this question is option B, that is a method where students take turns leading dialogue about a text. The concept of embodied cognition in adolescent education suggests that often learning is purely a materials mental process. Physical movement is determined to learning. Cognitive processes are deeply rooted in the body's interaction with the world. Adolescents learn best when sitting still. Answer of this question is option C, that is cognitive process are deeply rooted in the body's interactions with the world. Which of the following is a key principle of trauma informed approach in adolescent education? Option: ignoring past experiences of students, recognizing the impact of trauma on learning and behavior, focusing solely on academic achievement, treating all students identically regardless of background. Answer of this question is option B, that is recognizing the impact of trauma on learning and behavior. The spaced repetition technique in adolescent education is based on principle that option cramming is the most effective way to learn. Learning is enhanced when information is reviewed at increasing intervals. Information should only be presented once. Repetition is unnecessary for learning. Answer of this question is option B, that is learning is enhanced when information is reviewed at increasing intervals. Which of the following best describes the gamification approach in adolescent education? Option: using only video game for instruction, eliminating all elements of fun from learning, applying game design element and principle in non-game context, replacing all traditional teaching method with games. Answer of this question is option C, that is applying game design elements and principle in non-game context. The concept of cognitive apprehensive, apprehensive in adolescent education primarily involves teaching only trade skills, making thinking process visible through expert modeling and guided practice, focusing solely on abstract concepts, eliminating all hands-on learning experiences. Answer of this question is option B, that is making thinking process visible through expert modeling and guided practice. Which of the following is not typically considered a characteristic of authentic assessment in adolescent education? Option: real world application of knowledge, multiple choice standardized test, performance based test, task, student self reflection. Answer of this question is option B, that is multiple choice standardized test. The self determination theory in adolescent education emphasizes the importance of option external rewards and punishments, autonomy, competence and relatedness, strict discipline and control, uniformity in educational approaches. Answer of this question is option B, that is autonomy, competence and relatedness. Which of the following best describes the zone of proximal development in Vygotsky theory? Option: the area where a student can work independently without assistance. The difference between what a learner can do without help and what they can do with guidance, the maximum potential of a student's cognitive abilities, the period of rapid physical growth during adolescence. Answer of this question is option B, that is the difference between what a learner can do without help and what they can do with guidance. The elaborative rehearsal strategy in adolescent education primarily involves option repeating information verbatim multiple times, connecting new information up to existing knowledge in meaningful ways, memorizing facts in isolation, focusing solely on rote learning techniques. Answer of this question is option B, that is connecting new information to existing knowledge in a meaningful ways. Which of the following is not typically considered a benefit to service learning? Benefit of service learning in adolescent education. Option increased civic engagement, enhanced problem solving skills, decreased empathy for community issues, improved understanding of course content. Answer of this question is option C, that is decreased empathy for community issues. The backward design approach in curriculum planning for adolescents primarily involves option starting with available textbooks and planning lessons accordingly, beginning with desired result and planning instruction to achieve those outcomes, focusing solely on standardized test preparation, eliminating all forms of assessment from the curriculums. Answer of this question is option B, that is beginning with desired results and planning instruction to achieve those outcomes. Which of the following best describes the cognitive? I think this is already covered. The concept of cognitive dissonance in adolescence education refers to option the state of having constant thought, belief, or attitude, the mental discomfort experienced when holding contradictory beliefs or ideas, the inability to learning new information, the process of forgetting previously learned material. Answer of this question is option B, that is the mental discomfort experienced with holding contradictory benefits or idea. Which of the following is a key principle of the differentiated instruction approach? I think this is already covered. The retrieval practice technique in adolescent education is based on the principle that option formation should only be presented once. Actively recalling information enhance learning more than passive review. Memorization is the only effective way to learn. Students should avoid reviewing material before tests. Answer of this question is option B, that is actively recalling information enhances learning more than passive review. Which of the following best describes the cognitive? I think this is also covered. The concept of metacognition in adolescent education primarily refers to option the ability to memorize large amount of information quickly, the awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes, the skills of solving mathematical problems, the capacity to learn multiple languages simultaneously. Answer of this question is option B, that is the awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes. Which of the following is not typically considered a characteristic of problem based learning in adolescent education? Awesome. Student centered approach, use of open ended problems, emphasis on rote memorization, collaborative learning. Answer of this question is option C, that is emphasis on rote memorization. The social cognitive theory proposed by Albert Bandura emphasizes the importance of option isolating students to maximize individual learning, observational learning and modeling in the educational process, eliminating all social interaction in the classroom, focusing solely on individual achievement. Answer of this question is option B, that is observational learning and modeling in the educational process. Which of the following best describes the flipped learning approach in adolescent education? Option: students learn new content in class and practice at home. Teachers provide all instruction through online videos. Students engage the new content at home and practice in class. All learning occur through peer-to-peer instruction. Answer of this question is option C, that is students engage with new content at home and practice in class. The concept of cognitive flexibility in adolescent education refers to option: the ability to memorize large amount of information, the capacity to adapt cognitive process, strategies to new and unexpected condition, the skill of solving mathematical problem quickly, the tendency to stick to a single problem solving approach. Answer of this question is option B, that is the capacity to adapt cognitive processing strategies to new and unexpected conditions. Which of the following is a key principle of culturally sustaining pedagogy in adolescent education? Option: ignoring cultural differences in the classroom, promoting and sustaining linguistic, literate, and cultural pluralisms, focusing solely on mainstream culture, eliminating all references to students' home cultures. Answer of this question is option B, that is promoting and sustaining linguistic, literate, and cultural pluralism. The growth mindset approach in adolescent education primarily encourages students to option believe that their abilities are fixed and unchangeable, view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, avoid difficult tasks to maintain self esteem, focus solely on their natural talent. The answer of this question is option B, that is view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning.